good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
At the 46-yard line. 41's the mark, 41's the mark. Check, 41.
A give, this is Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bears! Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
First down, going to the air with Love. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Campbell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down at 4. On play action. Love to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Play action this time with Love. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play fake. Here's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way, because we know that could be a dangerous tactic, because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Love. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Switch up. 57.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Casey. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Chicago.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Montgomery. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Once more, Montgomery.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to look deep for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On play action, Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number, because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Love. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
I got you, boy. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Love's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Again, he finds Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Love, they go play action now.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away. As they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing. Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Love now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
To throw now, here's Love. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead. Exactly. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
McCaffrey, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Off the option, here's Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Bears are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the Panther rush, too strong. They get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Fields now to throw.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Play action. It's Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing again on second down.
Love.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's caught here by Adams. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Love looking to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Panthers 34, Bears 24. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Panthers 34.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Love. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it's going to be their defense that gets the